Hello, my name is Dr. Spring. Today we're talking about item number SCP-049, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-049 is contained within a standard security humanoid containment cell in Research Sector and at Site. SCP-049 must be sedated before any attempts to transport it. During transportation, SCP-049 must be secured within a Class 3 humanoid restriction harness and monitored by no fewer than 2 armed guards. While SCP-049 is generally cooperative with most Foundation personnel, outbursts of sudden changes in behavior are met with elevated force. Under no circumstances should any personnel make direct contact with SCP-049 during these active aggression states. In the event SCP-049 becomes aggressive, the application of lavender has been shown most effective when calming the entity. Once calmed, SCP-049 generally becomes complacent and will return to containment with little resistance. In order to facilitate the ongoing containment of SCP-049, the entity is to be provided with corpses of recently deceased animals, typically bovine and/or larger mammals, once every 2 weeks for study. Corpses that become instances of SCP-049-2 are to be removed from SCP-049's containment and incinerated. SCP-049 is no longer permitted to interact with human subjects, and requests for human subjects are to be denied. Temporary containment procedures updated since Addendum per Containment Committee Order SCP-049 is no longer permitted to interact directly with any members of the Foundation staff, nor is it provided with any additional corpses to be used in its surgeries. This order shall persist indefinitely, until such time a vote regarding the ongoing containment of SCP-049 can be reached. Description: SCP-049 is a humanoid entity roughly 1.9 meters in height, which bears an appearance of a medieval plague doctor. While SCP-049 appears to be wearing a thick robe and a ceramic mask, indicative of that profession, the garments instead seem to be growing out of SCP-049's body over time, and do not resemble whatever form is beneath them. X-rays indicate that despite this, SCP-049 does have a humanoid skeletal structure beneath the outer layers. SCP-049 is capable of speech in a variety of languages, though tends to prefer English and medieval French. While SCP-049 is generally cordial and cooperative with Foundation staff, it can become especially irritated at times, outright aggressive if it seems that is in the presence of what it calls the pestilence. Although the exact nature of the pestilence is currently unknown to the Foundation researchers, it seems to be an issue of immense concern for SCP-049. SCP-049 will become hostile with individuals that are being affected by the pestilence, often having to be restricted should it encounter such an individual. If unchecked, SCP-049 will generally attempt to kill any such individual. SCP-049 is capable of causing all biological functions of an organism to cease through direct skin contact. How this occurs is currently unknown, and autopsies of SCP-049's victims have invariably been inconclusive. SCP-049 has expressed frustration or remorse after these killings, indicating that they have done little to stop the pestilence, though will usually seek to then perform a crude surgery on the corpse using implements contained within a black doctor's bag it carries on its person at all times. While these surgeries are not always successful, they often result in instances of SCP-049-2. SCP-049-2 instances are reanimated corpses that have been operated on by SCP-049. These instances do not seem to retain any prior memories or mental functions, having only basic motor skills and response mechanisms. While these instances are generally inactive, moving very little and generally ambulatory fashion, they can become extremely aggressive if provoked, or if directed by SCP-049. SCP-049-2 instances express active biological functions, though these are vastly different from current understood human physiology. Despite this, SCP-049 often remarks that the subjects have been cured. Addendum. Discovery. SCP-049 has discovered during the investigation of a series of unknown disappearances in the town of in southern France. During a raid on a local home, investigators found several instances of SCP-049-2 as well as SCP-049. While law enforcement personnel engaged in the hostile 049-2 instances, SCP-049 was to be watching an engagement, taking notes in its journal. After all of the SCP-049-2 instances were dispatched, SCP-049 willingly entered the Foundation's custody. The following interview was conducted by Dr. during the initial investigation.
Comment voulez-vous commencer?
Is that French? Can we get a translator?
The King's English. No need for translation, sir. I can speak it well enough.
My name is Dr.
Doctor. A like-minded individual, no doubt. Wherein is your specialty, sir?
No, I do cryptobiology. Why?
A medical man such as myself. Wonders abound. And here I worried I had been abducted by common street dogs. This place, then, this is your laboratory, no? I had wondered, as clean as this is, and with such little trace of pestilence here.
The pestilence? What do you mean?
Why, the scourge. The great dying. Come now, you know, what is it that they call it? No matter. The pestilence, yes, it abounds outside these walls, you know. So many have succumbed, and many more will continue to, until such time as a perfect cure can be developed. Fortunately, I am very close. It is my duty in life to rid the world of it, you see. The cure to end all the cures.
Now, when you say the great dying, are you talking about maybe the bubonic plague?
I do not know what that is.
I see. Well, the entities our agents encountered at that house, they were dead when you encountered them, yes? Or did you reanimate them?
In a manner of speaking, you see things too simply, Doctor. Expand your horizons. Life and death. Sickness and health. These are amateur terms for amateur physicians. There is only one element that exists in this world of men, and that is the pestilence. And nothing else. Make no mistake, they were very ill. All
you think you cured those people?
Indeed. My cure is most effective.
Those things we recovered were not human.
Yes, well, it is not a perfect cure, but that will come in time. And further experimentation. I have spent a lifetime developing my methods, Dr. Ham, and will spend a lifetime more if necessary. Now, we have already wasted too much time. There is work to do. I will require a laboratory of my own, of course. One where I can continue my research unimpeded and assistance. Though I can provide those on my own in time.
I don't think our organization would be willing to.
We are all men of science. Fetch your coats and showcutters, Doctor. Our work begins now.
End log.
Lord, your magic spell is everywhere. Love, I knew you well and found you fair. Then you left me and I laughed at face. Now I ask, is it too late?